In today's episode, we're in South Carolina to explore the Barnwell Nuclear Fuel Plant. Here, spent uranium fuel rods from nuclear power plants across the country would have been brought to be reprocessed and recycled into fuel that could be used again. However, the facility never entered commercial service, and the plug was pulled on the entire project in 1983. Following an intensive decontamination effort, the plant has been primarily used as a training facility for police and firefighters. Despite this, remarkably little has changed of the building's interior, aside from the occasional markings of paintballs and BB pellets. Inside, we'll encounter control rooms, laboratories, fuel rod storage pools, and more. Join us as we explore.
With the sponsor of this portion of today's video, Incogni, you can finally put an end to spam. Websites get breached and data gets sold, and some websites just don't value user privacy and will sell it themselves. And thanks to Incogni, I receive way less spam. Thousands of companies are collecting, aggregating, and trading your personal data without you knowing. Legally, you have the right to request these data brokers to delete what information they have about you. It will be a huge undertaking to email the thousands of brokers individually. But thanks to Incogni, it's done for you automatically. Incogni helps protect your privacy and takes your personal data off the market by reaching out to data brokers on your behalf, requesting your personal data removal, and dealing with their objections. Once you grant Incogni the right to send deletion requests, it goes to work scanning all of the brokers that might have your information. On my behalf, Incogni has sent 760 requests, with 705 confirmed removals. And there's always a chance that my information will be put back online, but Incogni never stops searching. It's constantly monitoring the brokers, that way you don't end up back in the system. Get a yearly subscription at incogni.com/properpeople and use code PROPERPEOPLE to get 60% off an annual plan.
It was the 1960s, and optimism about the future of nuclear energy was nearly unrestrained. Small prototypical reactors had already proven successful, and now the country was scaling up, building full-size commercial nuclear power plants from sea to sea. The percentage of America's power generation mix coming from nuclear was about to rise sharply, bolstering energy independence while at the same time reducing pollution from fossil fuels. There was a major snag, however, and that was the fact that the amount of uranium required to enable this nuclear future was thought to simply not exist. One possible solution to this problem was nuclear fuel reprocessing. A spent nuclear fuel rod still contains 96% of its original uranium, combined with plutonium and other fission byproducts. If these materials could be separated, the uranium could be used again, drastically increasing the nation's total supply. Therefore, in 1968, a consortium was formed to construct a large-scale reprocessing plant in Barnwell, South Carolina. Allied General Nuclear Services, or AGNS for short, consisted of three big petrochemical companies: Allied Chemical, Gulf Oil, and Shell. It may seem strange to hear of oil companies investing in the nuclear industry, but at the time, these companies were heavily involved in uranium mining, making this a somewhat natural extension. For their plant, AGNS selected a location adjacent to the U.S. government's Savannah River site, where research and refinement of nuclear materials for use in weapons has been carried out since the 1950s. With the assistance of federal money, AGNS would complete the plant within several years, and starting in 1976, testing with uranium and other radioactive materials would begin.
The Barnwell Nuclear Fuel Plant is a privately owned facility designed and constructed for the express purpose of reprocessing spent fuel from commercial nuclear power plants. Here's what would happen at the BNFP if the plant were operating. The spent fuel elements arrive by truck or rail and are unloaded into holding pools until ready for reprocessing. The fuel is then brought into a heavily shielded room, where a shear chops the spent fuel rods up into pieces. The pieces are then put into nitric acid, beginning the process which chemically separates them into uranium, plutonium, and fission products. The recovered uranium would then be sent by pipeline to this adjacent UF6 conversion plant and ultimately back to commercial nuclear reactors as new fuel assemblies.
It was roughly this time when the climate around fuel reprocessing began to shift, and it all came down to the primary byproduct, plutonium. Unlike uranium, which must be highly enriched before it can be used in a bomb, plutonium from a reactor can create a weapon, albeit subpar, without any further enrichment. When plutonium is still contained within nuclear waste, it's mixed with other byproducts that emit lethal gamma rays, meaning it can only be transported inside giant casks weighing several tons. Once separated, however, the plutonium is only slightly radioactive, making it an attractive target for theft by clandestine groups and foreign adversaries. Even if excess plutonium was stored with the highest level of security, there were also concerns about the general expansion of a reprocessing industry. In 1974, India created their first nuclear bomb, utilizing plutonium from a Purex plant of which the US provided the technology and support. In response, neighboring Pakistan sought out and obtained nuclear weapons as well. The fear was that if this type of fuel reprocessing became standardized internationally, every country with a civil nuclear power industry would also become armed with nuclear weapons. In 1977, in order to set an example of non-proliferation, President Carter placed a hold on commercial reprocessing in the United States. However, when Reagan took office in 1981 and lifted the ban, it did little to revive the industry. While it may appear that politics delivered the knockout blow to Agnes and the Barnwell plant, the economics behind fuel reprocessing had been deteriorating year after year. Uranium, once seen as an extremely scarce resource, was discovered to be much more plentiful than originally thought. In addition, new nuclear plant construction began to stagnate following the accident at 3 Mile Island, a result of the additional opposition and oversight imposed afterwards. Nuclear power never reached more than an approximate 20% share of the nation's energy mix, and a skyrocketing demand for uranium failed to materialize. Reprocessed fuel would simply be too expensive compared to freshly mined uranium, and once the last government funding was shut off in 1983, the Barnwell Nuclear Fuel Plant was dead.
Interesting that it's in Spanish.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
That way especially. Is this one of those glove box things?
I have no
I
idea.
don't see anywhere for gloves to go in though.
It's some kind of window, right?
Yeah. It's definitely some kind of environment for handling nuclear materials.
Oh, yeah. It's like thick glass.
Wow.
There's a room in there, I think, unless I'm seeing reflection.
Yeah, it does seem like you can see through it. This looks pretty intricate. Look at the counters here. You could manually flip them. I wonder if they were only manually controlled or if there was like a motor for them too, flipping them.
It looks like whatever this was would have some kind of solenoid that would go into this next room. Diverter control panel, diverter position.
It's called a jacktuator. Jack and actuator. I kind of want to climb up in here and see what is in there. All right, what do we got going on in here? pretty complex. So this room would have been completely sealed off from everything. Wow, this is like a track for something, I just realized. It like goes down somewhere. And this chain can probably pull things along it. Wow, that goes down deep too. It's cool in here, but dangerous. I'm standing, the floor is like maybe 3 stories below me. I'm standing on equipment. These gigantic lights here, those look like Hall of Fame too. The glass reflectors. So this is how thick the wall to that room is. It's like a good 5 feet thick. There's a stairwell. Should we go up or down?
Up was only 1 floor and it stops. Down, who knows how deep it goes.
Yeah, so let's do the shorter diversion first so we can come back. Although it's probably going to keep leading to other places. Okay, so it's another window to that test chamber. This is the pool for the fuel. This is a cool exit sign. Did you see this?
Yeah, it's missing the eye. Double doors here.
Yeah, this is a labyrinth. There's not going to be an orderly way to explore this place.
There's more stairs up and down.
All right, we just went upstairs, so let's just go around this floor for a little bit. There's not going to be a clear way to like make sure we're hitting everything in an orderly way. We're just going to be wandering.
Ooh, there's a lot of conduit in here. Yeah, but it goes way up, like 3 floors.
It's just like a conduit shaft for the whole building.
Walls are covered in something. A lot of valves. 1983 calibration.
Is there power on in here, or is it just this construction light circuit?
It's like they put construction circuit. It's like a.
But is that the only circuit that's on?
I think so.
Is what I'm asking. Because I can hear a fluorescent buzz coming from somewhere, but I haven't seen
The exit
any.
signs are on.
Oh, okay.
Barely.
That's where the buzz is coming from, though.
One of these old Best fire alarm things. The fire tones. Wow, that's an echo. Just a long, super thick concrete hallway.
Let me close this door. The echo will get even better.
Slam it.
Slam it?
Yeah.
Nice. This is more liminal than office specs, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
The echo really makes you feel how thick the walls are.
Oh, yeah. Fat concrete walls. Another skinny hall.
Yeah.
Taller ceiling.
Wow. What is that sound? Is that the lights making that sound somehow?
Yeah, it is.
There's like a scream coming from this exit sign.
It sounds like ballast screaming. These hallways are crazy looking. These are the, instead of the office becks or mall becks back rooms, these are the secret military experiment back rooms. Might be scarier.
Better kind of back rooms.
Yeah,
honestly.
these are definitely scarier back rooms. Anything could be around these corners. Wow, this is a huge room. Oh yeah.
I had seen pictures of this before we came, but I did not realize it was going to be this large.
This is actually massive.
Hang on. So this track goes into that concrete bunker room. So they could have pulled fuel in and out of this pool and brought it into that chamber there. This crane is interesting.
Yeah.
It looks like a traditional gantry crane up top, but then there's this big platform on the bottom part of it.
Lots of valves. Wow.
So there's 3 different cranes in this building.
Yeah.
135 tons for the main crane,
Oh, yeah, I
and
see.
25 for the accessory
Yeah.
or auxiliary.
15.
And this one's 15. So this one really couldn't do much compared to the big one up there.
Yeah.
It probably didn't need to do more than 15 tons. It's just lifting the fuel rods.
There's an air monitor here. Very cool. Counts per minute.
Counts per minute of what? Just particulates?
Probably. There's a lot of water. It's like 6 inches to a foot of water.
Beware of the sludge.
Think they work?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
I doubt.
This is power. That's probably cut off though, because it's red. Oh, right here. Should I do it?
Yeah.
This is the biggest crane too.
There's no way it works. Things would
Needs a
light up.
key. This box looks pretty old. Eyeglass cleaner. So that ladder might be the only way down there into the pool. There's no way there's a door at the bottom of the pool, because then you would just,
that's the only
it
way.
would not be watertight. There's a dummy down there too, you see it? That's actually good for scale. We don't need to go down there. That guy demonstrates it. So it looks like this piece right here could be picked up and then lowered into this to seal off this part of the tank.
It's definitely a lock. And there's a lock on the other side too.
Yeah. Is this ladder sturdy? It's ratcheted in. I think I'm comfortable enough going down that. Production activity. Receive and unload rail or truck cask. So cask refers to the thing that holds the fuel rods while they're in transit. Transfer fuel assemblies to remote maintenance cell. I'm guessing remote maintenance cell is the room with the really thick walls that we were in before.
How they changed that light bulb?
It's a good question.
They probably pulled it up by the wires. They just lowered it down.
Yeah. So this was the remote maintenance and scrap cell. That's a little corridor.
Equipment in there. I bet these walls are so thick. Look at these doors. They're like vault doors. That's crazy.
Does it open?
I'll give you like a 1% chance of this actually opening. It's welded.
Okay.
0% chance.
They don't want people going in there. You can see where they scoured the walls in here. Definitely had radioactive material in here. Obviously.
Do it as bright as you can. I want to see if this glass will shine through. Oh yeah. It's like so yellowed and gross looking. It almost looks like it's glowing radioactive stuff in there.
No clue what these were.
These are for ovens. You can bake stuff in here.
Easy bake ovens,
Yeah.
right? There's no like nameplates or brand or anything on these. They're probably fabricated just for this. Oh, is this the pipe he was talking about climbing inside of?
It must have been.
Wow, there is a draft in here.
It goes around a corner here. And then this way. Oh, it just goes and goes and goes.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I don't even know what floor we're on or like what corner of the building we're in. I've lost all frame of reference.
These are massive steel doors. That's where the pipe was.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like a clean room airlock, but it doesn't go anywhere.
No, it's just like 3 different compartments for whatever they put in here. Something that needed a lot of airflow and to be sealed off.
Oh, you can come out on the other side of that. Right? This is just that same clean room, or whatever we're calling it.
Can you?
Could this have been air filtration?
It was definitely filtration.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same room.
It's not the same room?
No, there's a wall in the middle. It looks
Wow.
like, see, they're different chambers. It doesn't go through.
Yeah.
But those are definitely air filters. And that's why there's big ventilation ducts up on top. A lot more doors like that.
It looks like even the surface of this was scoured. And it's scoured over the name plaque, which means this is not part of like how it was originally fabricated. This is from them cleaning it.
It does look scoured. It's a lot of these things.
Yeah. PPC filters.
Okay. So they're all just slots for filters to run air through or something through. Probably air.
Well, the pipes that are going into these go directly into the chamber.
Yes.
And the arrow is pointing this way. So this is air coming out of the chamber.
And then it goes in and then goes out that pipe.
And then it feeds to the filter all the way down there.
Okay.
So it's all part of an air filtration system.
Looks like there's still something in this one. Ultra air filter.
What do you know? We figured it out. No smoking. Beyond this point. So you can smoke in here, but not back there.
The operators needed to be smoking while they're doing their thing.
Look at this little door.
A little musty in here.
Very musty.
Smells like a hotel room.
Conduit room. We might be below the control room. It's probably like half a floor up from here. I see the control room. Wow. Some files in the corner. We'll go through those in a bit.
It would have been the fully lit glowing ceiling.
Yeah.
Should replace those bulbs. Would be nice.
Honestly, we probably should. We can take down the construction lights and move some bulbs around.
We so could.
Yeah. Wow.
It really, like, standing back here, it feels like a sci-fi thing.
I know. This is pretty amazing. The complexity on this diagram up here. It's wild.
A lot of panels have been removed, but you can really see how impressive it was.
Yeah.
There's still some. It's really crazy. And these construction lights are much warmer than it would have been. It would have been like an even, cool glow.
And these were probably pure white when they were.
They're definitely yellowed, yeah. It's really cool. I love diffuse ceilings and control rooms like this. It's just so, feels like a spaceship.
So high tech, yet it had rotary.
I mean, high tech for the 70s, yeah. There's a PDP mag tape system over here. Like a 1970s computer.
Wow, there was one of these in Shoreham's control room.
It was somewhat like this, but
It's probably used for all the logs, like storing and processing the data that comes in.
data
I doubt it was like actually controlling anything. Maybe
it might have had logic, but I think the mag tape might have been for data processing. Whatever it was written here, and then there's obviously some crazy logic, all mechanical, of course, with these old computers. Look at the wires.
That's amazing.
And there'd be racks of these.
These look nice. I love how desaturated the colors are on all this old tech stuff. It's like off-white and a very subtle turquoise. Magnetic tape playback unit.
This looks like a very old printer. It would print with ribbon tape. I think it would be like a dot matrix thing with the ribbon tape. There's boxes and binders of original paperwork from when they were like, building this place, 1980 evaluation report, expansion and development. A large nuclear fuel reprocessing facility is a complex system with many possibilities for process upsets and for potential diversion of special nuclear material.
Okay, that's what AGNES stands for.
Yeah.
Allied General Nuclear Services. I definitely would not think to pronounce that Agnes if I didn't literally read online that people called it Agnes.
Well, how else would you say it?
H-E-N-S.
I guess.
Agnes sounds weird if there's no
Agnes.
E in it.
Agnes. I mean...
Barnwell Fuel Plant.
More U.S. Atomic Energy letterheads.
Tritium content of rainwater.
Yeah, I guess runoff from the buildings and stuff could get
This is
irradiated.
gaseous effluent. So like, instead of acid rain where they have like tritium rain around here, it will interact readily with atmospheric moisture. Horizontally uniform precipitation over a continuous plume, the washout rate. This is talking about radioactive material falling as rain because of emissions from this place. That's crazy. Although tritium isn't really that scary, I don't think. It's not like uranium or plutonium. Whoa, explosion in the high activity waste concentrator. 5 postulated design basis accidents are solvent fires and explosions, basically, or a criticality incident. Wow.
Okay.
Look at the wood paneling right outside the control room. So 70s in here.
Oh, yeah.
Got the halon fire extinguishers up in the ceiling too.
Yeah, just the pipe stuff there.
Should we walk through the inside of the panel?
Yeah, sure.
I wonder if it displays something on the back side of this
Oh, it
too.
looks like there was definitely something on
Yeah.
the other side.
We'll probably see when we go over there.
There's a door right here.
What do you think those blue tanks are?
Don't know.
That door looks really sick,
Wow.
but we won't go in there yet. We'll finish this room. You can see right through the panel with how much is missing.
There might not be something like the other side. This just might be more control systems.
Yeah,
Just
I don't think there is. These look like
put
pretty
here.
solid walls.
Somehow we always end up in this situation, trying bulbs.
This one is not being as friendly about.
I mean, that thing was a little lit when you took it out. Yeah. So yeah, it's a problem. We're gonna have to replace the like entire row.
Yeah. So we just unplugged the construction lights, and it's pretty dark in here.
If we're gonna take these down, we might as well like hang them up where the fluorescents are, and maybe it'll look nice.
We could try that.
That way.
We have to like feed it through. It's gonna be annoying, but I think
But
we
if you
should
were gonna
try.
remove them, maybe
It's gonna look good.
Yeah, just like hang the actual bulbs up where the fluorescents are.
Yeah. So tell us the story about the little boy of Barnwell who fell into the radioactive contaminated water. The Barnwell boy.
Looks a lot nicer. There's still some hot spots, but it's way better.
I'd say that was worth it.
It looks way more evenly lit.
Yeah.
These doors are crazy.
Yeah, we have to try to open that.
Keep doors, it goes outside.
You sure?
I see light coming right through that.
Where?
The top.
Oh, yeah.
Could try opening them still.
Yeah, still would be cool.
Let me try. I think it's on. Okay, that's a lock in it.
The right side is jammed. Oh, it's going.
Almost there.
Careful if there's a drop. Don't go like flying out.
Nah. I don't even have to close it now.
Oh, I can help you pull it closed.
If I just wiggle it. Oh, there it goes.
It's like a balcony. Watch, this is like a target that they're shooting at right now.
We would hear it.
Yeah.
No, that's the main office right there. That's the target.
Yeah, hopefully nobody's aiming here right now. That's crazy. I could have felt like I was underground in some bunker until we just opened this door.
Clearly it's cheap radiation.
Yeah. We basically
Lock this
are
up.
in a bunker.
Yeah, it basically is a bunker.
I feel blind now. Nice.
Green walls.
Here's a locker room. It looks like there was a drop ceiling in here.
Yeah.
Got taken out.
Showers.
Looks crusty in there.
Oh shit.
What?
This is a dummy.
Oh my god. They probably like clear these as a training exercise.
Yeah.
Think any of the lockers still have stuff in them?
Why not?
They got the workers' names.
Oh yeah?
Fred Hyder, CM Wallace.
They could use maybe these when they do trainings too. They could put stuff in here, I don't know. Box.
These are glove boxes.
Are they?
There would have been gloves that you can stick your hands into to work inside the box, but they're removed. This way you could like work inside a sealed environment.
Oh, these all are glove boxes.
Do any have the gloves still?
No.
Yeah, they probably had to remove all the gloves because
That one's
they would have
glass.
been directly touching. Go up here.
There's glove boxes down too. It's like rows. Oh, it's flooded.
Well, it's the same thing up here.
I know, but it's like creepy underwater rusted glove boxes that could be radioactive, maybe, maybe not.
So that's crazy. These are all just valves, and they couldn't even have turned these valves without protection. Like these glove boxes were literally just to reach these valves. And they probably couldn't rely on a motor to do it because a motor could fail and then they'd have no way to do it. This is crazy. Wow.
It's a lot of water.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple more glove boxes in the corner. Rows and rows of air filters. This just goes to a ladder.
You can see all that metal scoured in there.
It looks like something can move into this glove box here, and then it could come down and out of the system onto this cart that's on tracks. What does it say right there? Plutonium, uranium container transport cart.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez. It actually does.
Yeah.
I thought you were kidding.
PU, that can't be anything else.
No, it definitely is.
This is what all the employees leaving work would have to walk through.
Make
Would
sure
go
you're
off
not
of detecting any
radioactive.
radiation on you. This one is old.
Wooden.
This one's cool.
Rate meter. This went for that one, and the brown one went for that other one, obviously.
I wonder if they both did the same thing and it's just like doubling up in case one's not working.
Maybe. This is rate meter CPS.
That one's probably a lot
I don't
more
know,
advanced.
It's from Westbury, New York. This one is the electro search. Dark. More glove box things.
Yeah.
Whatever was running through these must have been dangerous to touch. Some lab counters. Are these the arms?
They must be.
Master slave manipulators, so yeah, you can remote control them.
Yeah, you can see the arm in there. Wow, it's kind of trippy looking at stuff through this glass because it's the image is separating. It's like you're using 3D glasses. Oh shit. Here, come here. This one's working really nice.
So it mimics how you move it.
Yeah. I can grab this one. Now that I'm moving this one out here by moving, using this arm to move the way inside.
It's got a claw at the end.
The telescope action doesn't work anymore.
Oh yeah.
This would reflect it up and down. Also, look how the window looks like pincushion distortion.
Yeah.
That's all like optics of how many layers of glass we're looking through.
Oh yeah. I wonder if this knob down here had something to do with stupid glass or something.
What's in here?
Reactor core.
Reactor core.
It's not a reactor core.
Yeah. It looks like this was a place to get stuff out of the container.
Yeah,
zone.
and you can like put it in there and then it sends it in or something.
Yeah.
Some fume hoods here.
It's a crazy place.
There's some more stuff in here.
More robot arms.
Yep.
Although they're not really robotic, they're pretty manual.
It's just, that's just what they are. That went through the wall here, and then that was inside.
So is this just like a demonstration unit?
Maybe. I
Maybe
don't see why they would need a robot arm thing here. The master slave arms. There's another one here.
Maybe this is just where they would store them when they're doing like maintenance on them or something. Oh, that one has the piston working in air quotes.
Rotation's not working. No grabby thing, honestly. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Each one of these little cables would control a different maneuver. It's like pulling this little cable would do something over there.
And you know what? I bet this sleeving. Oh, he did something. Okay. Ew, there's like a residue all over the tip of them.
I don't know if I can do much more.
That's still cool though. It's saying hello. That's what you're pulling.
Like these cables.
Random cables.
Like there's supposed to be something here where you can like manipulate this and it would mimic the same movements.
This is another crane.
There's a lot of X's on this door.
Yeah. Acid area. These stickers have been. It is welded, yeah.
poisoned H2O cooler. That's
Poisoned.
Poisoned.
So they wouldn't just use like contaminated or something.
Yeah,
To say
gotta be, yeah.
poison, that's
It's weird.
interesting language.
Some more of these. Wow, look at these controls here too. Plutonium alpha monitor systems. Got another Gulf logo here too.
These look like pumps. Oh, look at these hatches up here. They're all open.
Really well insulated. They have it like zigzag probably to stop radiation. Literally snipers out here.
Sniper, get down. Look at all the bullet casings. This is definitely a sniper's roost that they use up here.
Mm-hmm.
Today, nuclear fuel reprocessing is only carried out by a small handful of countries, and that is unlikely to change barring massive increases in the world's uranium consumption. Practical uses for a building like the Barnwell plant are extremely limited, and it will likely continue to live on as a tactical training facility well into the future.